It's 10:14 p.m. The dishwasher is humming. Your sock sticks for half a second to the kitchen tile because one drop of water missed the mat. Your dog is lying just outside the yellow wedge of under cabinet light, chin flat on the floor, and then they look up without lifting their head. Not the head, just the eyes. The inner corners of the eyebrows pull up, the eyes widen by a fraction. You hold that look for maybe 2 seconds, maybe 3, and something in your chest gives way before your brain can name it. It feels almost unfair, almost human. And you tell yourself the obvious thing: they want something, maybe they do. Food, a walk, attention. That sounds reasonable, but dogs make that exact face when there's no leash by the door, no bowl in your hand. We have nothing to gain except you. So why would an animal spend energy making an expression that works even when there's no reward in sight? Because the real answer is much bigger than begging. It reaches from facial muscles to hormones to 14,000 years of evolution, and most dog owners have no idea. In 2017, researchers at the University of Portsmouth filmed 24 family dogs in 4 conditions: person facing them, person turned away, food present, food absent. One facial movement spiked when a human was watching. The inner eyebrow raise, the exact motion that makes the eyes look larger and sadder to you. That matters because it changes the whole face the way a baby's face does when the eyes suddenly look too big for the skull. Your attention snaps to it instantly, so that look on the kitchen floor isn't random, it's targeted. It's directed at you, but the eyebrow is only the surface. The mechanism under it is where this stops being cute and starts being hard to forget. In 2015, at Azabu University in Japan, researchers studied 30 dog owner pairs and measured oxytocin before and after natural interaction. Oxytocin is emotional glue. It's the chemistry that turns contact into attachment, closeness into relief, presence into calm. The method was simple: let dogs and owners spend time together normally, track how long they gaze at each other, then measure hormone changes. The result was brutal. The longer the dogs gaze, the more oxytocin rose in both the dog and the human. Not one side, both. Then researchers repeated a similar test with hand-raised wolves and their human caregivers. Nothing. No loop. No matching surge. 0. So this isn't dogs like people. This is a GAZA-triggered bonding system. Your dog isn't just looking at you. Your dog can look at you and change your chemistry. That's why those eyes feel like more than eyes. And it opens a bigger question. How did an animal become able to do that on purpose? At least 14,200 years ago, at Bonn-Oberkassel in Germany, a young dog was buried with 2 humans. In a 2018 reanalysis, researchers concluded that puppy had survived repeated waves of canine distemper while alive. A puppy that's sick would not have survived alone. Someone kept it warm. Someone softened food when it couldn't eat normally. Someone stayed close while it was too weak to be useful for hunting, guarding, or anything practical. That is the part that matters. Long before couches and tennis balls, most humans were already spending precious time and energy keeping dogs alive simply because the bond was there. Across generations, the animals that could hold human attention a little faster, pull care a little sooner, and look readable to human eyes would have had an advantage. Not because they were stronger, because they were easier to love. And it turns out this isn't just behavior. It's written into their biology. In 2019, researchers from the University of Portsmouth compared the facial anatomy of dogs and wolves. Dogs had a small but powerful muscle called the levator anguli oculi medialis, which helps lift the inner eyebrow. Wolves either lacked it or had a much weaker version. That means puppy dog eyes is not just an expression, it is built into the face, so when your dog makes that look, you are not imagining the effect. Their anatomy evolved to land on your nervous system fast, but here's the paradox. If eye contact evolved to pull you closer, why do so many dogs look away when they're stressed? Why can staring at a dog the wrong way make everything worse? Because the eyes are doing 2 jobs at once. Research from the University of Helsinki in 2020 using eye tracking found that dogs are pulled rapidly to the eye region of human faces, especially when the emotion is strong. The eyes are not just where dogs bond with you. The eyes are where they check for threat. So the same channel carries 2 opposite messages. Soft gaze, loose face, slow blink, relaxed body. Safe, hard stare, frozen body, pupils wide in normal light, whites showing at the edges while the head turns away. Not safe. That side eye people laugh at has a name, whale eye, and it often shows up when a dog is uncomfortable, guarding, cornered, or trying very hard not to escalate. So the deeper truth is this: your dog is not rewarding eye contact itself. Your dog is reading state through it. Attachment and alarm pass through the same doorway, but how deep does that actually go? In 2022, Azabu University published one of the strangest dog studies in years. Researchers used the Schirmer tear test, tiny paper strips placed under the eyelid to measure tear volume, on pet dogs before and after reunion with their owners. Tear volume increased after reunion, not after seeing just any familiar person, after seeing you. Then researchers applied oxytocin to the eye surface, and tear production rose again. Think about what that means. Your bond with your dog doesn't stop in the brain. It reaches all the way to the surface of their eyes. There's one last thing I need to tell you, and it might be the most important part of this video. If your dog changes the way they use their eyes, pay attention fast. If the gaze suddenly goes rigid and unblinking, if the whites show over and over, if one eye squints, if the pupils stay unusually large in ordinary light, if they stop offering their normal soft eye contact, if they look away while the body freezes instead of relaxing, don't brush that off. That can mean stress. It can mean fear. It can mean pain. And because dogs are so good at holding themselves together around the people they trust, the eyes are often the first place the strain leaks out. They are not going to explain it. They are not going to complain. They are going to tell you with timing, tension, and a fraction of white at the edge of the eye that you either catch or miss. So go back to that kitchen. It's 10:14 p.m. The dishwasher is humming. Your sock sticks for half a second to the tile. Your dog is lying just outside the yellow wedge of under cabinet light, chin flat on the floor, and then they look up without lifting their head. The inner corners of the eyebrows pull upward. The eyes widen by a fraction. Only now, that moment isn't small anymore. You're not just seeing a pet ask for something. You're seeing a face shaped beside humans for thousands of years. A muscle built to reach you, a gaze that can shift your hormones, a signal that can mean comfort, trust, worry, or pain without a single sound. And when you catch it in time, and you're doing the same thing humans have been doing for dogs for millennia. You're noticing. If you want more videos that help you read the signals your dog is already giving you, subscribe. Comment your dog's name, because in the next video, you'll see something even deeper. The body signal that can reveal your dog is stressed before the eyes do.